Check. All right. Well, now Campfire is now a staple for every Indian comic book lover. Over the past few years, they've published lots and lots of graphic novels, giving classic literature a new spin with their wonderful writing and terrific artwork. This time, they're presenting Shakespeare's political saga, Julius Caesar, imagined as a stunning graphic adventure. So Campfire is launching William Shakespeare's classic retelling of historical events, a bloody saga of friendships betrayed, alliances destroyed, and a nation torn apart by civil war. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the guys from Campfire Graphic Novels.
The Ides of March are come. No. He is addressed. Press near.
So come, what are the issues that Caesar and his Senate must address today?
Come, Hans, speak for me.
The tyrant has fallen! The tyrant has fallen!
I know Caesar just died, but because of personal problems and a little financial difficulties, I had to play Mark Antony as well. So, friends, Romans, countrymen, Bangaloreans, fellow geeks, lend me your ears. I'm Adi, I'm an editor at Campfire Graphic Novels. Yeah, now we can have it off, I think. So, how's everybody doing at Comic-Con? No, this is not enough energy. Come on, guys. This is somewhat sad. Yes! I was told that Bangalore had stunning lungs and that they could produce a lot of volume. But this is still... I mean, can I get one more? How is Comic-Con? Awesome. That's good spirit. Now hopefully you'll receive my speech with the same enthusiasm. I can't guarantee anything, but hopefully it'll work out. We are launching our new graphic novel, Julius Caesar. It's an adaptation of Shakespeare's original text. And before I go any further, I have a teaser trailer to show you all. Hopefully you'll like it.
Rome, 44 BC. Julius Caesar returns to Rome as its sole undisputed ruler, and the city celebrates his victory. But not all Romans are pleased to see him return.
You worse than senseless things, oh you cruel men of Rome!
These growing feathers plucked from Caesar's wing will make him fly an ordinary pitch.
Caesar! Caesar! Beware the Ides of March.
This man is now become a god, and Cassius must bend his body if Caesar carelessly but not on him.
They mean to establish Caesar as a king.
I know where I will wear this dagger then.
Let's be sacrificers, but not butchers. Let's kill him boldly.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. Death for his ambition! Et tu, Brute! Let all Caesar! Then cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. Which is more important? Loyalty to your leaders or loyalty to your country?
Hello, yes. Little more applause I would hope for, but like yeah, that was the teaser trailer for Julius Caesar. It's somewhat difficult to make a trailer for a comic book because you know it's hard without the movement and it's incredibly hard making a soundtrack. But then at least in the end we managed it. Before I go any further, please a round of applause for my two murderers. Rohit Panikar and Abhay Mohan. Yes, come. Abhay got a little enthusiastic with his last dialogue and he didn't let me say Caesar's et tu brute, then fall Caesar. But that's okay, he's young, he'll get over it. Rohit also, this has been a host of problems this whole time. First of all, my boss who was supposed to come, they have a flamboyant Jason Quinn, the Britisher from Spain, of all things, very confused man. But so he was supposed to come, but in the last minute he got a gastric infection and he couldn't come. Let us all hold a minute's silence for Jason. Actually, I'm kidding. I don't particularly care. I get to do the launch myself. So, and then a couple of our prop swords were unfortunately stolen. So it looks kind of silly, I know, just two people trying to kill and giving a man some 23 stab wounds. But I think given the constraints, they did a fine job. Yeah. Now present your books. This is the small version of the book. And okay, now get off and get me my stage back. Get off. But applause. They did a very good job. Applause. So to reveal the cover, I'd actually asked for a volunteer. Volunteer, you raised your hand first. Come on up. A big round of applause for this gent, ladies and gentlemen. What's your name?
Harshal.
So give it up for the man. He is going to have the honor and privilege, dubious however it is, of unveiling our cover. Please go ahead, sir. Yeah. Oh, would someone be kind enough to take a picture of the man? Yeah, 1 sec. Could someone? Yeah. We're supposed to have a drum roll. So this is our cover for Julius Caesar. It was done by one of our artists. Yes, thank you so much. I kind of forgot about you for a second. I am really tense right now, but it's over and now I'm talking and now I'm blabbering. But it's okay. I'm thought to be entertaining for the most part. It was done by our artist Lalit Kumar Sharma. He might not have portrayed Julius Caesar very anatomically correct because the first time I saw this cover is like, who is this WWF wrestler who is dressed up in a toga and come and put leaves on his head and pretending to be Caesar? But I still think it's a pretty impressive cover. The book itself is illustrated by one of our senior artists. His name is Naresh Ji. And it's been adapted from the original Shakespeare play by this man called Dan Whitehead. But we took it a step further and edited it back to the original Shakespeare in English with as little editing as possible. But it's really, really hard to abridge Shakespeare. It's almost if the man wrote with the specific intent of not being able to be edited. So I'm sure there are a lot of editors over there all over the world who are secretly cursing the man. But since he is the immortal bard, we can't really do that in public. So shh. It is a wonderful version of the novel. It's been adapted straight from the play, as I said, and Nareshji's photorealistic drawings are really good. We've taken a lot of reference material from a couple of the old Julius Caesar movies. We've done a lot of research. It was quite fun, actually, going into the preparation for this book. There were a lot of hijinks. There was another trailer that I wish I could have shown you. It was done by one of our colorists, Vijay Bhai. In that he made, it's the same trailer, but the audio has Julius Caesar searching for his horses, who someone has stolen. And Cassius is apparently going to cook a lot of meat. So then Cassius not only is a bad man in the play, but he apparently stole Julius Caesar's horses in that version of it. I can't show you that, unfortunately, however hilarious it is. What is the importance of changing Shakespeare into a graphic novel version, you may ask? Well, to be truthful, it is just a lot more fun and a lot more readable in this format. Because Shakespeare, if any of you have an acquaintance with the man, is somewhat dense. And his language is peppered with a lot of flowery, I want to use another word here, but since I'm trying to be politically correct, I shall use nonsense instead. He has a lot of fluff in his language, which if you cut down, it makes it a lot easier to read. It was a real pain editing, but it is as close to the original Shakespearean text as possible. Thus making it a lot more accessible for a lot of people who are intimidated by the sheer bulk of a Shakespeare text. The images make it a lot more accessible. In the words of master cartoonist Will Eisner, the processing happens at the speed of sight. So as soon as you see it, you have it's registered in your head along with the words and the setting. There's a lot of realistic depictions of Rome, as far as our research is suggested, and it's pretty decent. I'm being very humble and trying to be neutral here. If I was allowed to be biased, I would say it's awesome, and yeah, even though it's a wrong use of the word awesome, it's still awesome. No, put that sword away. Put that thing away. No. Special needs child, I tell you. But anyway, this is the graphic novel. This is what we've done. Again, it's. I was supposed to have prepared a speech, but now it's kind of just slipping out of my head as it goes. That's about all there is. It's good for students who want to engage with Shakespeare for the first time. It's really good for anybody who actually wants to experience Shakespeare for some time. And I have to apologize for how haphazard the costumes are, and a lot of things other that I have to apologize for. But if I have to start apologizing, I'd probably take up my whole time apologizing, so I'm not going to. Anyway, I'm stretching it out for as much as possible, as you can patently see. Yeah, that is the general gist of the novel. Why is it better than a movie? Well, a movie has you as a spectator. You're kind of taken along for the ride. But as a reader of a comic book, you are more of a participant. You can control the pace of the story, and you can choose to pause and reflect on some of the art or some of the lines and how it impacts you, which is always, I don't know, I think that's much better than film in that respect. Yeah, I really can't think of too much else to say. about it. So if there are any questions, please ask some questions. Somebody. There are, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Would someone give her a mic? Thank you, clapping guy. I appreciate it. Go away. Put that thing. Okay, sorry. Yes, ma'am.
No, I just wanted to tell you that I did one of my exams just reading a comic. We used to have.
Sorry, ma'am. Could you just hold it a little closer? Yeah.
I wanted to tell you that I did my exam and got a first just by reading the comic. And it was called Classics Illustrated those days.
Okay.
And I don't think I did Julius Caesar, but I did do Hamlet.
Hamlet. We might be approaching Hamlet at some point, though it's all closed. But like, yeah, you should definitely check out Shakespeare then, Julius Caesar, our version. I think you'd enjoy it. Any more questions? I'm willing to offer a bribe for a question. I am that desperate, yes. Do you want to see me beg and grovel? I could, but it's somewhat hard to move around in this thing. My respect for the Romans has increased. Just going about and wearing these wonderful clothing, it's somewhat challenging. But yeah, okay. One more question here. Our revealer. See, now Aman's question was, why do you call it a graphic novel when you can just call it a comic book? There's a lot of debate as to what defines a comic book, what defines a graphic novel. That might go into an entirely different session. One second.
Are you going to have the entire comic book play like this somewhere on the video?
No, we're not.
Just a trailer.
It's just a trailer for Comic-Con, especially for you. Also, but I must lie, I was lying. It was uploaded on Facebook some time back, so don't feel too special. No, please, do feel special. But yes, any more questions? Any more questions? Somebody? My lady in the green shirt, you seem somewhat interested. See, yeah, now if you don't volunteer, I'm going to start pointing you out, and then everyone over here is going to look at you, and we're all going to stare. So you might as well ask the questions now. It's okay, even if it's a random question. What's my height? I don't care. It's cool. There we go, question. Also, but let's have the lady first. No, okay, the lady is giving it away. But she will go after. Otherwise, we'll all stare at you. Yes. What's your question?
Why did you choose Julius Caesar for your comic book?
Why did we choose Julius Caesar? Julius Caesar, as any of Shakespeare's other classics, they have a universal theme to them. It doesn't matter what time period it is, what era it is. The basic betrayal and the political intrigue and the question of, is it friendship that's more important, or is it your loyalty to your country that's more important? What holds precedence? What is more important? What is the priority? That is, it's a general question that can be asked of any of Shakespeare's texts. It's generally that Shakespeare's texts are, it's almost applicable to any time, which is why we chose Julius Caesar. We haven't done it before, and it has a lot of action. It has a lot of, good politics, I suppose, if there is anything such as good politics. But yeah, that is why we chose Julius Caesar. Thank you. Stare, 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 stare. No, nobody else? Yeah, go for it. Oh, my favorite character. I would have to say Cassius, actually, because he's a mean man. Though he does have a lot of honor and I suppose good qualities, he just uses them for really bad ways. He twists Brutus, who's actually the hero of the story, And it's because of him that a lot of things have happened. Cassius is the main reason behind the plot. And I think I identify with evil characters a lot. So that's why I like Cassius. And yeah, I suppose that is our presentation. Yeah. Thank you all for your patience and thank you all for your attention. I wish you all good shopping and good hunting. Please visit the Campfire stall. We have a lot of books, we have a lot of deals, and we welcome you with open arms. I will even hug you if you want. But I don't know. I don't know how attractive. Okay. Okay, I had to try. Okay, I had to try. Okay, thank you all. Cheers.